Wakizashi's Tea House. Konnichiwa minasan, this is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House over in Japan. Are you good? I'm great, thank you. Today I want to give a review of The Crimson Cage, Issue 1. Now this is brand new. It's written by John Lees. It's got art by Alex Cormack. It was published by AWA, an independent company, and it was released on Wednesday, what was it, December 8th, 2021, for the price of $3.99. Okay, let me tell you about this. The Crimson Cage, this is so cool. It sounds like a crazy idea. It's like a reimagining of Macbeth, seen through the lens of pro wrestling in America in the 1980s. I'm like not interested in pro wrestling, but I'm totally in after reading just one issue. Like I had no interest in the world of pro wrestling, but this comic pulled me in. Like I want to know more. I want to know more about the main character, Chuck Frenzy. What a great name, Chuck Frenzy. Yeah, I want to know how he's going to recover from the events at the end of this issue. This is one of the reasons why I love comic books as a medium. You know, you never know like what's going to happen, what you're going to get with a new issue, a new series. It's not just about the art, which is really good in here. I think it's kick-ass and it suits the title and the story really well. It's about being drawn in, pulled into a world that you had no idea about before. You know, you want to know what's going to happen next. You get to feel the characters. You want to know who these people are. So yeah, I tell you, it makes me like appreciate my love of comics. Yeah, so I want to read a quick quote from the writer, Scottish writer John Lees. He says this about it in an interview in the Daily Record, I think it was, a Scottish newspaper. He says, "Comics, horror, wrestling and Shakespeare, they're a cocktail of my favourite things. So I look at The Crimson Cage as something of a dream project. It's a story I've wanted to tell for years. And I think it's the best thing I've written yet." Now, I was already familiar with John Lee's work through, what was it, the series Hotel, with the emphasis on hell. That was a 4-issue miniseries from AWA last year. And also his work on the bonkers but fascinating Mountain Head. That's a 5-issue miniseries, which I recommend again. So, anyway, I'm going to keep this a short review. I'm not going to spoil too much in this one because I'd love you to go out and buy it and read it for yourselves. Okay, so I'm going to give a short summary, like a short introduction. Keep watching and see you in a sec. It's New Orleans, 1984. We're in the middle of a pro wrestling bout between the Abominable Grud and Chuck Frenzy. Chuck's down on the canvas. His fans aren't happy. They're letting the outrage be known. Boo! Chuck applies a sneaky cut to his eyebrow, above his eyebrow, and then the Abominable Grud jumps on top of him. Rah! Oh no, who's this? Is it Chuck's girlfriend or Chuck's wife? She's helping on the sidelines. No, she isn't. Smack! She's knocked onto the floor by the Abominable Grud. And the commentator says, "This isn't a match anymore, this is an assault." Let's go panel to panel from here so we can better admire artist Alex Cormack's action, and the panel breakdowns are great here. Here we go. Charlene! Chuck's furious. Whap! Ooh, smack! Ag! He's so close. Thud! He did it! Grud is down! The crowd are all cheering. Grud is down! Waff! Are they ready for the finisher? Smack! Here we go. He gets up on the ropes. He's looking. He's gonna jump. A flying leg drop. Boom! Chuck Frenzy has the Abominable Grud pinned to the canvas. 1, 2, 3. The referee counts him out. Ding ding, there goes the bell. Chuck Frenzy triumphs against the odds once again, and we hear that he truly is the hero of Louisiana Pro Wrestling. Next, there's a funny scene where Chuck's heading to the changing rooms to get cleaned up, and we hear him say, "I hate blood," when he hears that the Abominable Grud, better known as Terry, is in tears in the toilets. So Chuck goes to check, like, "What's up? What's the matter?" And he's worried that he's hurt Charlene. "I didn't mean her to go flying like that. Is she okay?" And he's crying, he's like bawling his eyes out. And Chuck's like saying, "Okay, you gotta calm down. Don't let Charlene see you like this." In the next scene, we hear from Charlene for the first time. She's stitching up Chuck and she's talking to him. She's saying, "When are we leaving this dump behind?" She's looking for better for both of them. And Chuck's saying that we've got to get the timing right. Can't just leave. And she says, come on, it's not just your career. After the match, Chuck's in a bar with a friend and he's talking about his worries. I'm not sure, are they really his worries or are they Charlene's worries? Is he voicing his wife's worries? Then he's saying like, I'm worried that time's running out, you know, the window's starting to close. I want a chance, I want a big chance, I want a shot at the title. Then after the bar they go out, walking through the Louisiana bayou in the swamps, and a really creepy scene appears here where they hear somebody, "Hail, Chuck Frenzy!" Is it a fan? Sounds like it's a woman's voice. There's a big woman in the swamp and she knows his name, and she says here, "We are here, this land, we are it and it is us. We've always been here under the surface." Let me skip ahead a few pages to here. The Global Wrestling Alliance proudly presents the Crown Jewels. So we get to meet the GWA World Heavyweight Champion Van Emerald and the World Tag Team Champions, the Diamond Brothers, Dick and Donnie Diamond. And Terry's gone to meet them at the airport. He's picking them up and he's telling them about Chuck Frenzy in the car, saying he's destined for greatness. They have a wrestling match in Louisiana and it's total chaos. And it looks like Chuck's got the champ on the floor, on the mat. And he gets out and he calls him out and he says, "You got yourself a ticket to Van Emerald's All-Star Heavyweight Championship. Enjoy the bright lights, pal, because when we're done you'll be staring up at them." So Van Emerald's giving Chuck a chance at the gold. As he says, it's going to be the biggest night of his career. After the match, they're in the changing room and Champ Van Emerald's being all nice and friendly. He's saying, "Hey brother, we really clicked out there." And then he offers Chuck to come out with him tonight. "Come on, we're going to hit the town. You should come with us." On the next page, we see them. He's saying, "I love New Orleans. There's nothing like it. There's nowhere like it in the world." And Chuck's saying, "Trust me, it gets old quick. I'm looking forward to getting out of here." Right, I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to spoil any more of the story. There are still 13 pages of story left. It's a big issue this, and it's great. It's so good. I really recommend it. I encourage you to buy it. Buy it and read it and let me know what you think. So what did you think of that? Are you intrigued like me? I really am, and I can't wait for the next issue. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment, and if I can hope to see you in a future video. This is Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House signing off. Matane. See ya. Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.